Go live. It's going
Okay,
live.
here we go.
There we go. All right. So we are live tonight.
Welcome back to the Space Talk Studio. We are your hosts, Sunny K9 and Meduzzi.
And today I'm mad, Doozy.
Oh, why are you so mad? Why are you so salty?
Because everyone's been spelling my name like that lately, so I'm mad about it.
It's making you salty.
Welcome, Christina White of Cuppa Time. I am so excited to have you on tonight. I've been looking forward to this more than a week. How many weeks? Like a month. This has been exciting.
I would say really since I was in Utah, and that was several months ago. Like I honestly, so much time had passed.
Summer.
Yes, and you've been booked since then. So now I'm glad that our stars aligned, got the perfect backdrop for it.
It was so amazing to meet you in person. You know?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you. I thought it was great meeting y'all too. You were very personable and very easy to hang out with. It was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. You were too. And you were very inspiring. I mean, we were just chopping it up, networking, and I loved hearing about all of the projects that you have going on. And we're going to be honest, we kind of don't know a whole lot about you. So that's great. That's going to make this interview so great.
Exactly why we're here. Exactly.
So
ask your questions, darling. I'm an open book.
All right. Well, let's start with you, Sunny K9. What do you?
Well, not only are you the host of Cuppa Time, but you are also the owner of Oba Records and Productions as well, CEO. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. I created the label about 5 years ago.
And Oba means, in translation in Nigerian, is king. Am I correct?
Yes, and Yoruba.
Oh, Yoruba.
Yoruba? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, you can't just say it's in Nigerian because there's more than 333 languages in that one country because of all the tribes and all the people that are there from other lands too. So it's Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Beautiful. Okay. That's beautiful.
So what is the inspiration behind the name is what leads to my question. How did that come out to be?
Well, when I opened the label, I really wanted to specialize in a different type of Afrobeat, so it would draw more people into the area. So we kind of created our own form called Afro Wave. It's a combination of several sounds, and Oba, he's basically our star of the label. He's my namesake. He's Okami, which is my husband in Yoruba, and he is now Adioba. He rebranded with this latest EP. It started with Sosa. And he went from Oba to Adioba because we didn't realize how many people were already using because it was just the word king. So kind of rebranded him as Adioba. It's working out much better that way. And he's doing really great. He's already toured Russia, Azerbaijan, Dubai. He's been around with his music for a while, but he's our star of the label and he does really well.
Yeah, I didn't even know as an artist you can even go to Russia. I've heard of
that was a couple of years ago.
Artists.
He did really well there. He had a translator, but he speaks fluent Russian. He watches the news in Russian when you're in the evening hours. You're sitting there chilling,
really?
And he's just on his phone listening to a Russian newscast, and he understands it verbatim.
Wow.
Yeah, he speaks 12 languages.
Oh,
how
does the person even learn that many languages?
That's really cool. And he travels, and he's always communicating and experiencing.
I just heard one of his songs recently, "Sunset" in Ibadan. Is that how you pronounce it?
Ibadan. That's the location of our second studio house, and where we found a producer called Mimo, and that's his tag on the front, Memorandum. It's a great song. It's a great EP. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of his work. It's 4 songs on there, and it starts with Sosa, In My Heart, I Will Survive, and Aloefa. It's hard to pronounce that last one, but that last one's like a nod to his family, his mother, and his grandparents, and everyone.
We do have Sosa. Would you guys like to hear it right now?
Yes. No.
Can we start music?
Oh, you guys are about to hear the voice of an angel.
Can y'all hear it?
Yes. Can you hear it?
No. Not at all.
We can hear it. Never had that problem before.
Yeah,
all right.
I hear you.
Let's play again. I'm going to mute us.
I heard nothing.
Okay, one moment. Let me ask.
I'll be coming outside when I'm riding on the bike. Closer, don't be darling vibe when I'm chilling on the mic. Closer, still be loving our vibe, cause girl, you know we trying.
Thank God.
Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill.
I know what's going on. It's from another country, right? And the copyrights, occasionally, with the copyrights, there are issues with hearing certain songs.
Well, I own the song. I give you permission. But other than that, I don't think it would be that because you didn't even start it. Like, I didn't even hear the first note.
It was playing, but I
guess
I don't know how you couldn't hear it from your
Let me
end.
see the comments. Sounds good on their end, just not on your end.
Go for it. Go for it then. I'll just let me know when it's done.
Oh, that's so crazy though. That's a weird glitch, hun. Okay, we'll just move.
We can play it. How about we play it low and then we can still continue with the
Let's play it for the viewers. Let's
just play the song.
And this gives us a chance to share as much as we can during the break. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. Sorry to tease your ears, everyone. Here we go.
I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Rise up, you know the border. Standing, give me quotation. Black belt on the vocation. I be star boy on the dawn night. Oh, she's on the spray night. To the body, mom, to be deep. You they give me joy, I'm on the duro.
I'm on
Yes, the animal. He was dreaming of our
baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. Baby girl, I be Robin Hood on a hill. I'm up on this beat.
But I don't want to have a loop of the sound. So.
Yeah. I love that you guys are bobbing with it.
Okay, so viewers, I love your comments. I'm gonna be. We have a lot of comments going on.
Just
I can't see the comments. I played with the buttons. I can't.
You're good. What we're going to do is I will show the comments. We're just going to kind of display them.
Heavy Metal Trap's in the building.
Woo,
Yes, it's happening, my friend. Hi. He's got so much workout. Like that guy right there, Heavy Metal Trap, he's got so much great workout right now. We play his work every show. I have requests. And all his new stuff is fire.
Wow, that's cool. We're going to write that down.
Heavy Metal Trap, okay.
Heavy Metal Trap. Oh, we'll look back at the interview too.
He's going to bust your brain, I swear.
That's awesome. All right. And then we also have... Oh, what's
amazing artist? That's Dead Till Night Entertainment.
Dead Till Night.
Awesome.
Dead Till Night. What's up, fam?
Hi, fam. We appreciate you.
We connected with him.
I can't wait to interview you.
A month or two back.
That's right. You guys, February something, like February 23rd, I think.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that.
In about a month. So this is going to be really cool. And his music is playing on Zoetic Productions Radio. So it's rotating. All of his new drops. Definitely check it out.
Totally happy about that. He deserves it. He's amazing.
Right, and then we also have. You're not gonna believe it, but who is in the house?
My
Third
brother King.
Eye, your brother Third Eye.
What's up, bro?
My brother King, my star
Oh,
seed.
I'm. Yes, yes. Hey, I want to know. Can I start with a question about you
go.
and Third Eye?
Yes.
How did you guys meet? How long have you known each other? You guys are tight.
We met through Cuppa Time. A previous producer, I think, kind of knew him before me and said, "You got to get in this live. It's awesome. You're gonna like." She's just gonna like weed out stuff in your music and like I don't know. He came over anyway, and the second he said hello, I was like, I've known him. Like I felt like I just knew him already. I've known him 500 times in the past lives. He was just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain when certain people say greet you and you're just like instantly, you know, you've known them before. He's a star seed and he's my brother King. He's my brother label on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I head up his international interests through his massive company. Now I have the universe, which I helped him create and build. And it's going to have an amazing year this year. So we're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Hold on.
Okay, I think we're. You sounded like a robot
Did you catch
to
it
us.
all? Oh, I hope they heard me. Could you guys hear me?
Oh no.
Ah, fuck. What's going on with the sound?
It's
I can hear
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
play a song while we. You can hear us good. It's on our end. It's something weird's going on. So I'm gonna change. Actually, can't do that.
Anything I can do to help?
Can't quite do that. Christina White, can you hear us?
I can hear you fine, darling. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. We're just having a little bit of static going on with our stuff, but we're good. We're good. We'll just make the best of it. We caught the beginning of what you were telling us about Third Eye. So, where did we drop
A
out?
producer referenced him into Cuppa Time,
Okay,
which is my online.
she said she helps manage his industry across seas.
Okay, go on. So you met him on Cuppa Time, and
yes,
through a
spent his
mutual
work
producer
in,
that
just
they
got
were
along really
hanging
well,
out.
and he watched me through the last couple of years on my trip to Nigeria and what we were trying to do and help people over there. And it was right around the same time he realized that he actually has actual roots with the Yoruba people. And he wanted to kind of find a way to give back in that area there. So we found him a parcel of property. He approved it. He bought it. He started a company on it, and now it's functioning great.
that's so cool.
That's incredible.
That is amazing. And he is here in Utah with us, and we interviewed him.
Yeah, about how many? Like about sometime around last year. Yeah, sometime.
It was last fall. I'm trying to remember the month.
We have him here live.
Me too. I was like, maybe it was October. It was like before I got there. I was there in October. I wasn't when I was there, so it had to have been before that because I remembered it already happened. And then I met you guys when I was there at the Rasta 5, which is where one of his properties there. And I don't know. We're full circle now.
That's pretty cool. It's all full circle. And seriously, like, when you were here, what were you doing here?
Well, it had been a long time since me and Collins first met, and we had done multiple musical projects together through his label and my label, plus bringing in other people from different places. I headed up one of his big international debut music videos that was shot in Lagos, Nigeria, and in the West Coast here in America. And it was a beautiful international collaboration, and it was the first for his record label, and it was my pleasure to be able to be director on that portion of the music video. And then after that, he opened Eye of the Universe through me, and we had never met in person. Like, he had all this faith and trust in me, but he had still never shook my hand, never gave me a hug. So it's like way overdue, and I needed a vacation. So I got to go to a bunch of studio time with him when I was there. So that was like traveling muse, you know, that's kind of what I do when I go overseas too. So, but this was a much more relaxed version of it. It was no stress at all when it came to studio days. It was just an amazing experience to be able to be a part of Sick Lake Music. Give a shout out to Scoob and Wes. They run a tight ship over there. I loved it. And just being able to be part of his bubble for a while. I was there for like 6 to 8 weeks and just got to be part of his family, absorb all he does there, and see what his part of the world is like.
Wait, you were here that long? I
Yes.
didn't even hear from you. You were all quiet. You guys must have been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we did. We stayed fairly busy. We really did. Shout out
to Sick Lake Music. That's where Sunny and I have been working on projects. We love it. It's probably my favorite studio. Actually, it is my favorite studio I've worked out of.
It's an awesome studio.
It was such a great place. I love the vibe there. It's so chill and clean, and it's just nice. So relaxed. I loved it.
And the quality of the work that he does, ooh, amazing.
Oh my God. He's next level.
Yeah.
Like, Scoob's insane on the he plays with his buttons. Always tell him, producer, play with your buttons. Tell everyone, put the do not disturb sign on, go in there for an hour or two and just play. Like, just because you know how it works does not mean you know how it works with that whole set over there. Like, play with your buttons. The better you get with them, the more you can do with them, the better you are as a producer. And they have that down pat there.
And like Scoob has produced for so many amazing artists like Eazy-E, and he's got a wall of artists that are pretty amazing, and their music is pretty good. Oh, there she goes, play with the buttons.
He's also a producer. He's also a producer. He's not just an amazing musician. So I've told him that several times.
The advice has benefited me a lot. I know.
He be getting down with everything, with the production and with the vocals. Yeah, he really knows how to step it up.
Yeah, like I produce beats and I've produced my own stuff at home, but it is nothing compared to the studio quality with the big equipment and the DAW systems and everything. The $5,000 worth of mic equipment, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, you're just walking into Candyland over there.
And they're not even expensive when you go there. Like, it's not insane. Like, I was so surprised when I saw the equipment and then I knew what the cost was. I was like, are you sure? Like,
right?
Where am I right now?
Like,
it's a great place.
Quality, like
insane quality. And he knows how to use it all.
Yeah, you'll find people who have that whole setup, but they don't even know what to do with it.
Right?
That's a hazard of what I do. Like, it's always a crapshoot when I go to travel overseas because I don't always know the production house that we're going to be using. And I've walked into some places that I was like, am I on Candy? Am I being punked? It's what's going on.
Right?
And they're like, nope, we're managing today. I'm like, yes, we are. Not every time, but sometimes you don't know what you're going to find when you get there.
Right? It's a surprise and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's way cool.
This next time we're going to be using some studios in Sierra Leone, and I've never been to that country. So, like, I know a lot of artists there. I've been to Ghana, Nigeria, Morocco, in Africa. I've been to other places, but those are the ones in Africa I've been to. And I have anxiety, but at the same time, I have hope because if there's a way to figure it out, they're going to figure it out. So it just might take a little time, a little stress, but it all gets managed.
So what are you looking forward to as when you get out to Sierra Leone? What's the number one thing that you're gonna be excited for?
Besides the music, I'm pretty excited about scouting properties for the next development for Eye of the Universe, Collins Company.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really passionate about real estate. Like I've looked at a lot. So I know what to look for locally. I know how to case the neighborhood on the way in and out. So I just gonna find something that's gonna be exactly right for him, and I get very excited about that kind of thing, like the the possibilities, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got your own place in Africa?
I have several. Yeah, I have
Oh,
a place in Lagos that it's actually in the like a suburb. Like if you're in Manhattan, it's kind of like the Bronx. So it's called Ikorodu. And that's the home of Studio House One of Oprah Records and Production. That's my very first studio house, and all of the studio houses are living properties. So, like people stay there all the time, and then there's people that kind of come and go. And the second one is in Ibadan. Sunset in Ibadan. I hope you play that
okay.
song because that's really near and dear to our hearts.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's a
in Akora, that's the family compounds there.
Okay. Now, I remember you telling us about it, and it was so cool. You were talking about coffee farms and how you help, like the
Cocoa,
sustainability.
not coffee.
And what's that?
It's cocoa, not coffee.
Oh,
It's
cocoa.
chocolate.
Okay, that's right, cocoa. So, cocoa, and then there's cacao. What about
It's
cacao?
same. It's different pronunciations.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, really?
almost spelled the same, huh?
That's weird.
CACAO, cocoa.
Uh-huh.
Is it
So,
different spelling?
cacao, CACAO.
I don't know enough about it. I don't know. I know
Oh, okay.
CACAO is what I own. A lot of it. And so does Collins.
Cacao. Yeah, it's cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yeah,
Cocoa.
cocoa. So it's pronounced cocoa. I always pronounced a cacao. Even
It's
when
like
I
she's messing with me right now.
even when I was in Peru, they got it straight from the plant and gave it to me, and I just ate that stuff raw. I love
Yes.
it.
Every time I go out there, I grab one off the trees. I'm just like, yes.
Yeah,
Buddy's Bamboo Lounge.
I'll have to talk to you about maybe getting some. Did you import it to the U.S.?
We actually can. I the universe can as well as I can. It's a little difficult to do little bits, but we'll figure it out for you.
Maybe I'll just have to go out there.
You
And
are
just
always welcome in
all
Africa.
the
Please do not.
posters.
Please don't go to Nigeria just on a whim. If you're gonna go, plan it with me first, and I will have my security team in place for you when you get there.
Oh yeah, I'll need guards all around me. I'll
Yes,
be
you.
walking around.
That's dangerous over there.
Oh,
It's
Sonny,
not just dangerous.
he's my guardian.
It's very boisterous people, and you might like. It's very easy to take it the wrong way, and things go wonkadoodle. But I'm a pretty calm person in general, so I could get through most of those situations. But it's a learning curve, and you should never ever go there without supervision.
Oh, right, absolutely. So,
Safety first.
yeah, exactly. What is a Marie's Bamboo Lounge? What is that?
That's at my place in Akora. It's a bar and grill, and soon to be also hotel. I'm putting in some shoplet rooms as well as a small lagoon in the back corner on my next trip over.
Cool.
I already have it designed. I'm just waiting for stars to align.
You know how good that stuff is, though. Your chocolate.
Oh,
It's so good
it's
for
all
you.
organic. Like no chemicals have been used. No one's
It's
owned this property.
detoxifying, like beyond. Like if you need a detox or you want your skin to look good and you want everything in your body to be like,
Just like glowing an extra notch.
yeah, it makes you
some of it over to the bar and then just eat it first.
No wonder why you're so beautiful and you're just glowing all the time. It's the how am I saying it? It's not
She got her own
cocoa,
here.
not cacao. Cocoa.
Yes, cocoa. You're a darling. But Marie's Bamboo Lounge, the bar over there, that's in Akora, is right down the street from the farms. So like it only takes me like maybe 45 minutes to go across, depending on traffic. That could change up to several hours depending on traffic. But on a good day, no traffic, 45 minutes straight shot. And Collins is like one parcel here, and then I bought the whole other block, which is like about 60 acres, 64 acres, somewhere in there. It's in parcels, so in American equivalent, it's about 60, 64 acres, and it butts up against the river that leads right into the original Yoruba tribe. So like his parcel is benefiting literally where his literal ancestry roots come from.
Wow.
Damn.
That's incredible. So he's keeping with the roots, so to speak.
Well, yeah, it's kind of important. I don't know if you know the story of Nigeria, but it's kind of a sad one. In the early 60s, it was formed. 333 tribes were just put into one nation by people that owned them all. It was basically a business deal between a government and a business, which is now called Unilever, by the way, and the British Empire, and they had come pillaged the entire place and then just left them. Bye, deuces.
Wow.
And left them all on their own and made sure you got to get along now. I know that you've all had trouble before, but like it's just a lot of wahala in one place, and the economy there is horrific. It's like 12 to 1500 naira for $1. So like the exchange rate is just criminal. It's just criminal what they've done to this entire country. And they're such a beautiful people. They're so smart and kind and generous and just some of the happiest people. And they'll have nothing. They'll have a pair of shorts on, a pair of shorts for when they wash those ones, a blanket or a sheet for the floor, and that's it. And be completely okay. They're okay. They're trying.
After all the clothes I have to put away all the time, I would love that. That would be so amazing.
It's in a way, it's liberating. I live as close to, in their bubble as I can while I'm there. I don't go around like a big boss man in a big boss car or none of that. It makes my husband crazy. But like I will walk down the street with them, and it like I put myself out there. I know it's not always safe. I always have security with me, or at least within grabbing distance of me. But I want them to see that we're trying to help them. We're not trying to take from them. And that is a huge hurdle to get over, because they have a very one point of view, because no one ever comes and helps. If they do, it's with a missionary. They come to their little church, they come do their little work, they come back in, and then they go home. They have a story, but they don't stay. They don't get to know them. They don't live amongst them, create amongst them. I go out, I do host all these different talent shows there to bring people out of the woodwork, so to speak. Like, come, let me see if we can't help you help others. And while we're there, we take inventory of everyone we come across. What do you know how to do? The next people I meet, it's inevitable that I meet like the owners. That was some great pictures.
I'll put that picture back on, but I wanted to show. Tell us about this. Is this what you're talking about?
This is one of the events we were hosting, and it was a big talent showcase, and I put my face on the banner to help this particular person out. It was his event, but we were the main act, and that's Oba there standing next to me. And we look for people that, not just for our own label, but for my brother's label, for all the other label owners that I know that come through Cuppa Time. It's been live for 10 years now. And before that, I was on radio. So I have a few people in that arena that I know. And I try to say, this person would be good for a project for you. This one would be good for a project for you. But we also figure out what else they know how to do, because they need day jobs. So if you're a barber, I know barbers that own barbershops. Let's get an extra chair in there. Like, let's figure it out. Now you have an income. Now you can feed your work. So like we're trying to give everyone the tools for success through learning how to help themselves.
And not only that, but the tools to help them do it as well.
When I'm able to. On the first tour over there, I had a lot of sponsorships from small businesses, but since COVID hit, all of that is gone. Like most of those businesses don't even exist anymore. So like it's been really, really hard. I cannot do it all on my own. So that's one of the reasons I got the cocoa farm, because chocolate is worth a lot of money and it's organic. Never has a chemical touched that land ever in the history of it. So it's a
Wow.
way for me to be able to give more back. Is so I had to start making more money so I could make that cycle go forward, because I'm tired of asking people to help. I want to help more.
Right.
Right.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I am just trying my arse off.
Yeah.
You work hard. You like do a lot of different things. And so every morning, is that when, or is it Monday through Friday, or like, what
Cuppa
is your,
Time, yeah,
yeah.
Cuppa Time's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. East Coast time, goes on for an hour. That's the one free hour of my day where I will promote whatever good, kind thing that you got going on, whether it's music or production work, whether it's something in your community or yourself. Maybe you're just having an off day. You need some people to smile with over your morning coffee. We're here for you. And it became a huge family over the years.
It's amazing. I love it. I love the fact that it's morning. I try to catch it. I can't always because my mornings are quick out the door, but
It's
I
perfectly
like
fine.
the time.
Hashtag
It's fun. I loved how you tagged me and stuff, and I went back and watched some of those. I appreciate it. It's really cool. I'm gonna have to start getting into the routine of waking up a little earlier.
We have a lot of people because of the time zone thing. You could see how Cuppa Time grows every morning. We usually only have like 400 to 500 people in the morning live, and then by the end of the day, that's several thousand. That's organic. That's
That's
just hashtag
amazing.
replay. Yeah, and it's because they're waking up in their time zone, and a lot
Mhm.
of them understand. Like where I started Cuppa Time from was a place where I got up in the morning and everyone around me was in such a foul mood. I was starting to dread waking up. Like it was just like that. So once I had freedom to kind of do what I wanted with my platform, that's what I did. I wanted people to have a place to come to have that kind of kindness, that kind of encouragement before they start their day. So they watch it when they wake up in their time zone to start their day.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
It's your turn, my G. Yeah, Heavy Metal Traps totally needs to be interviewed on here.
Mm-hmm.
I know you already
Definitely.
got a Dean.
Anybody who knows Third Eye must be good people.
Yes, and we are. I'm just, we're just a little behind in the comments, but I'm just going to feature them. But I also have a question for you. Are you a musician yourself?
Yes, but like
Get your
tell
shine on,
us,
girl.
tell us your story. I would love to know
Get
your
your shine
story.
on.
oh man, it's I've been singing just as long as I can remember. But when I was younger, it was obvious. It was like school choirs and stuff. After that, I kind of grew out of that. Went into bands. I was singing in bars when I was 15 and a half, 16, and getting paid to do it. Like it was a good time. And then I joined weird things like elderly women's barbershop choirs, just to have the experience of the choir again and just hear all those cacophony of sounds. And I don't know. After that, I was a lot of production work, and then I went into radio, and I did a lot of voiceover work, which translated once I went live with Cuppa Time. People started asking me to like, "Hey, can you do a hook? Can you do a hook?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do a hook." I don't really like doing it, but I'll do it if I have to. If someone really, really needs me to, I'll do it. But I'm more of a behind the camera, behind the microphone, behind the panel of buttons kind of gal. So, I mean, I'm not Beyonce. I can carry a tune, but I'm not like,
Right.
so like I'm never gonna reach that pinnacle. You know what I mean? I know myself. I'd rather just have fun with it. Do projects that kind of feel fun, organic, kind of like if it feels forced, I'm just like, no, sorry.
Have you ever done any music with Code Red?
He was one of the artists I signed. He's no longer with the label, his contract lapsed, but I
Oh,
keep
but
everyone
he's
for
on
a
right now.
2-year term.
He says,
Everyone
"Hey."
gets a 2-year. Hi. the Cargo Red. I heard his song My Fears, and then I listened to more of his work over the years and
I heard
watched
that
the
one too.
platform and how he handled himself, and ended up signing him, and he did really great. He grew as an artist enough where once the contract, everyone gets a 2-year term, and then like at that point I feel like I should have taught you what you need to be independent anyway. Get out there, do it, make your money. Like
Right.
I want more. I can't keep everyone on a shelf like Sony does because I'm a small label. So it's a catch and release. Learn what you can. Let's do what we can, and then go.
Right. Heavy Metal Trip. Yes. My very first show, Scum, was there and present. And we performed for Cody Manson. We've opened up for Lawless,
I've
Smalls
opened
one.
up for Insane Poetry.
Yeah, we've opened up for almost the whole LSP crew. We love LSP. Shout out to LSP. LSP. All right. Okay, so get back to what you were saying. I was just
mad love right back at you.
Mad love. And also Cuppa Time.
Much love, one love. I have a really weird perspective on a lot of the things with these artists and why I kind of have a mentality like I do. Like I had 2 incidents in my life where like I died. 17 and 27, my heart stopped. Both times I had to brought back, and like I'm on borrowed time now. So like I really want every single day to feel productive, to be kind, to have love and kindness in it. And I want that for all of these guys because I've been around those creative types my whole life. And they never, ever have a proper support structure in place. They don't take good enough care of themselves. They don't have anyone telling them to hydrate. Like, I do those things for these people. And it's my joy and my pleasure to be able to do so.
That's beautiful. Every day, you're making every day the fullest because you feel like you owe your creator for giving you one more chance.
The universe, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I saw a video. One of you, you were out, and I believe you were out somewhere in Africa. You were just thanking the locals and handing them out drinks. It was really cool.
Oh, I didn't even know that was going to get posted till well after the fact. That was right after we got to Akoradu. Oh, those are some of the little people that we tried to help there.
Look at that little one.
That's for the children of the woman that we would go in the evening. We would walk, much to my husband's dismay, because I made him walk in the evenings. He's like, "You're in Nigeria. We don't walk after dark." But it's right around the corner. So we'd walk down around the corner, and they had like one of the only places that was still open to sit down and have a cold drink. They had a cooler that worked, and those were their children. So we kind of took them under our wing for a little while we were there, and I'll see them again when I come back, and hopefully they'll be doing great because they're really, really beautiful children. But the bottles that I was handing out, it was like 1,000 degrees. The morning before or the evening before, I had just arrived in Akoradu, and I was really just dismayed by the outside of my compound. I was like, okay, no. I went out there. Once I start doing a project of any kind there, I'll look up and like there's 20 Nigerians around me doing the same thing. And like they were all part of my compound, and they didn't want to see me stressing doing it, but I was like trying to clean up. They got machetes out. They started cutting grass back, like everything. And then the next morning when I woke up, the entire street was done. Like I was, as far as I could see, was done. So I brought drinks all the way to where I saw them working. It was really, really hot, and they didn't have anything out there. So I just gave them whatever I had, which I think was like Pepsis and waters. So I just gave them that. And we brought them food later on in the day too. But it was how the ripple starts. Like if I'm okay with doing it and taking care of our neighborhood, they did. Our street stayed clean too. Like the entire time I was there, even when debris would blow in from the main streets, they would clean it up. No one asked them to, no one paid them to. They knew I was keeping my compound area clean. So they wanted to make sure theirs was clean too. So wow. It was just a beautiful thing because everything, it's a small thing, but it's self-respect. When you take care of your space, you keep it nice and tidy, it's self-respect. And it helps them feel good about themselves when they look around and it's not so blah. So, and it started trickling out, but I was there for 6 to 12 months. God, how long was I in Accordu? It was like 6 to 12 months I was there in that location. And the whole time it grew every day. Like that ripple of cleanliness, it started on there and it just kept going. People saw, oh, I don't want to be the dirty house. So they started cleaning up their own neighborhood and it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences of my life.
Okay, we have a question for you. Which, before we answer that question, that's beautiful that it was one of the most amazing experiences of your life. Most people that have not traveled outside of the U.S. don't really understand what happens when you go to cultures that are all like in unity with each other and they work and function together without even having to write contracts or laws or whatever. It's just done.
Love and communication is key. Once you have those in place, anything is possible. It's Oba Records and production, for the record. And that happened in Accordu. And it happens in other countries too, not just Nigeria. Like people get into a certain mindset, even here in America, like people get into a routine. And they the more of a routine you live, the more you live like this. But if you get out of your comfort zone, if you look at your neighbors, if you talk to your neighbors, if you interact with other human beings, then those blinders come off and it helps each other. Like you both gain from it and no money was exchanged. Just the journey was.
Mm-hmm.
The experience of the journey that as each individual is on, but crossing paths creates moments and maybe even connections that could last for the rest of lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
hope so. Every time I go back there, I feel like I've come home. Like, I think I'll always continue to do that. Like, whenever I go out, like Sierra Leone, I'll end up going back to Nigeria before I come back to America.
So speaking of that, when you say come home, okay, you're Nigerian and
Yeah,
American,
I
right?
became a dual citizen because I have so many interests there. I really needed a legal way to protect them all, so I became a citizen.
Oh wow!
Amazing.
So, what is it about the Nigerian culture that's been the biggest influence and made the biggest impact in your life personally?
It's so many things. It's so hard to pick one. The first time I got off the plane there and I came off, it was, you don't go through a receptacle and through the airport. You go down the ladder and you go to the tarmac to go into the building. And I remember my feet hitting down and just feeling like it's so hard, like a ripple in a pond, like that feeling, that boom. I felt that, and I literally almost went down to my knees and kissed the ground. It was just this amazing feeling of being there. And then the very first person I came in contact with was the person that is looking for your paper to go into the building.
Uh-huh.
And she looked at me and she said, "What did you bring me?" And I almost cried because she really meant it. And I had nothing. I'd never been to Nigeria. I didn't know to carry nothing. I said, "Honey, I have this chocolate I was going to bring to my friend out there. You can have it." And she goes, "Oh, no, no. That's for her. But next time, you think of me next time." And I said,
Oh.
"I am hooked for life. I'm hooked for life." And
Wow.
I am. That mentality, like the kindness, like she wasn't like, "Take it," like she was just, "Oh, no, no. But next time, maybe you think of me." She was so kind about it. And everyone
Like
I came
next
in, it's like a
time,
ripple through
she's
the whole place.
inviting you. She's inviting you next time.
Yes. I really shouldn't have enjoyed the experience because the first time I went to Nigeria, I was legally kidnapped at the airport for 48 hours.
I want to know. I want to know.
What the hell?
Come
Okay,
on.
what
Okay,
does
please share.
kidnapping
Spill the
entail?
tea.
Okay,
Spill the
hold
tea.
on, wait a minute.
Let's
So
go.
I had given them all my paperwork and stuff to get on the plane. They approved me everything. I was stamped approval, everything. All their when they get there, they have to stamp this paper. I said, "Okay." So I had my stack of paperwork with me. I went there and they're like, "Well, you're missing a page." I'm like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "Well, they must have kept it. You have to get back on the plane and leave." And I'm like, "No, I don't. I spent a lot of money on this documentation. You're going to take it, go stamp it. I will not pay a tax," because I knew I wanted a tax.
Yeah.
They wanted money, and I was not going to be bribed. I already knew I was legally right. So I was like, "You're going to do this." He's like, "No, we're really not." And they took my passport.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn. That would have been.
They took my passport, all my documentation, and they put me behind the um where all the customs agents work. There's like a line of their little fake offices and closets. They put me in a closet.
Wait, what?
Did they gag you?
No,
Okay, good.
But they detained you though.
they
They just
detained me. They detained me. I was horrified, and it had bugs in it. It was not clean. It was not a nice little cute. It was an old crusty ass cupboard, and me and my luggage got shoved in there. So I'm in there, kind of like freaking out. I have only so much power left on the phone. There's no charging way in this room, so I know I better figure it out real quick. So I call um, my connections there, the Alogito family, and they took them a while to figure out what was really going on because I could only like get one message through and my phone died. Like I'm trapped at customs. But the head of the director of the whole airport came down and put me in his little fancy office and was like explaining things to me, and I wrapped my arms and my feet around the chair because he's like, "You're gonna go through that door and you're getting on an airplane, you're going back to Italy." And I wrapped myself around the chair and I said, "No, sir, I'm not. I'm going through that door into Nigeria right tomorrow." So he's like, "Okay, just go back to the cupboard." I was like, "All right, you ain't scaring me. It's just a closet." So I go back to the closet and I was there for 2 days. No food, no water was given to me, nothing. I was dying. I was like, Nigeria sucks.
You're like, this is some bullshit.
Did you get to go to the bathroom?
Once a day. Once a day.
Oh, that's a hell. That's a nightmare, man.
Oh, it was horrible. I smelled horrible. I'd already been traveling for more than 40 hours to get there to that point. So I already smelled bad when that started. I was not happy. So
Did he give you a bucket or anything? Like
no.
no
It was
bucket?
a closet, no bed, no chair. I had the concrete floor in my suitcase. And that's what I managed with. So
was it cold at all or was it warm?
It's Nigeria, honey. It's always hot.
Hot. So did you? Oh my god! So were you like hot in that closet?
Yes. Yes.
You could have died.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit.
I knew that. I was like, God, that's gonna be the worst story for my family to get ever.
Is that why you're like, girl, don't go on a spontaneous trip?
Not to there. If you want to go, talk to me before you just travel.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll give you the 411 if I'm in there.
My homies here in my neighborhood.
Viewers, just so you know,
of course, I'm gonna call and be like, "Hey, I'm coming out."
Hey, she's telling us from experience, so make sure all of our viewers know. Like, don't go on spontaneous trips to.
And not everyone can get out of it like I did. I called the family that helped me with that documentation because I knew who they knew. So they called the governor of Lagos. The governor of Lagos called the controller general of the airport and said, "Do you have my daughter-in-law in a closet?" "Yes, sir." "Do you have her passport and documents?" Yes, sir." "Then if you want a job tomorrow, she'll be outside of your airport in 1 hour's time. Her car will be waiting for her." And the governor of freaking Lagos called them and threatened all their jobs. They gave me, within minutes, I had my passport and my papers back. I was at the door.
Damn.
They had me out of it. But it took 2 full days. I was there for like 46 and a half hours.
Were you like just exhausted and sick and pissed? And
I was so tired. I couldn't sleep because people checked on me every like 30 to 60 minutes. Someone new came in to propose. Every man in that airport proposed to me. Every one of them. "I will be your husband. You will be my wife. We will be married." Every single blessed one of them. One of them was
"You will." They didn't ask you. They're just like,
is that normal in Nigeria? Just for men?
I am not going to Nigeria.
It's a little bit normal. At least from my experience, like every other dude. Even when I was with my husband,
how you're cute, they're like, "Be my wife."
Yes. The first few that did it were very like abrupt about it. Like, you're going to marry me. I'm like, No,
You
sir.
be my wife. Come marry me. Like,
No, I'm not. Like, what's your name?
You got to tell the governor all these names of these perverts.
And most of them, they don't mean any harm.
License.
I was not wearing any. It's not my. I don't usually wear jewelry, so I didn't have any jewelry on. Like, I was legally single at the time. I am legally married now, but even though I'm legally married, even when I wear my ring, they still propose to me every single time I go to that country. Like this, as long as he's not right here. The second he walks away, even across to get something across the counter, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Viva. Every day. Every day. It's a very, very friendly country.
yeah, friendly is understanding.
Do they all get married quick?
No, it's because I'm a foreigner, and they could tell instantly I'm a foreigner. So, like, if I marry you, I can leave the country with you, right? That's their thinking.
Oh, I see. So
it
you're
has
like
nothing to do with me.
Just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out.
Marry me. I want to get out of here.
Coming through.
It has nothing to do with me at all.
Dude, and they're like talking to you while you're in the closet. I captured pretty much. They're like, "You're gonna marry me." It's like
some of them just opened the door and popped their head in. Tank, he was probably the only one that didn't. His name was Tank, and he was a tank. He was like almost 8 feet tall. Biggest man I've ever stood next to, literally 4 feet taller than me. My nose was even with his belt buckle. He was huge. And he was my personal security the whole time I was there. He's like, you can't go anywhere. I can't see you, but I won't follow you into the girls' room. He was really shy, but he never proposed to me, and he was always a gentleman, and he was just a big old teddy bear. I like Tank. If you're out there listening, you rock, because he took good care of me. He wasn't allowed to bring me, but
Tank, you rule.
Shout outs to Tank for protecting Christina.
Mm-hmm.
He made me feel safe.
All those hungry men out there in Nigeria.
They want to
Oh
get
my
it.
God. It was weird. It was weird. No one warned me about it ahead of time. Like, it was just like the first couple I thought was a fluke. And then by the end of the afternoon, I'm like, no, go away. No, go away. I heard it all day. I was like, stop.
It's like, it's not flattering after a minute, right? You're like, okay, enough, guys. Like, get the fuck out of here.
The first couple.
This isn't funny anymore.
Really, the first couple made me feel so pretty. And then after that, I'm like, I get it. I get what you're doing. Go away.
What's up, faux shizzle?
You're like, I figured you out. I figured you out.
Hi, faux shizzle.
I don't know who faux shizzle is, but I like your name.
Faux shizzle, my nizzle.
Yo, what up?
I can tell you that's literally what
Thank
they
you
have.
for sharing out.
Just
Mad love. Thank you. If you guys don't mind liking and subscribing to YouTube, I don't normally share the YouTube link. It's just kind of floating out there. But most of you are watching from YouTube. So when we're done, if you don't mind subscribing and liking, I would really appreciate that, because my channel is just kind of far out there. Most people don't really see it. So,
and while you're subscribing to hers, make sure you look up Christina White, ORMP, and subscribe there too.
There you go.
Subscribe to Christina White. Watch Cuppa Time every single day, every morning.
They're on YouTube. They have to add the ORMP, or I'll be so hard to find. There's so many Christina Whites out there, but that's really my name. Like,
okay, where are you from?
Originally Massachusetts, but I've been to 42 states now. I'm not really from anywhere, and I've been to like 12 or 14 countries.
You're okay. Dead Till Night. Share the Facebook. Share away.
It's on my page, Dean.
Because then when we get mega views, Christina White can go back and she'll be like, yay, I got all these viewers. And we get to promote Christina White and Cuppa Time.
And you guys. I love what you guys are doing.
It's a win-win.
So other than Nigeria and other parts of Africa, what are the countries that you've been to that significantly stand out?
I loved the Isle of Bornholm in Denmark. I thought that was an amazingly welcoming place, and they made me sing in Danish, so I had to learn in advance a song. It was really
Danish.
It was so hard.
I want to go so bad. That's where my grandfather is from.
It's so beautiful. Like, I swear, go in the fall, like just before their first like figure out when their first freeze frost is and go like a couple weeks so you can watch it go into that season. That's when I was there, and it was so cold, but it was so worth it. Everything was so extremely beautiful. And I touched a castle.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Every time I visit a castle, I just go in. I'm like, boop, I touched it.
That is so cool.
Like, I've been with royalty.
Like, I touched it.
I love visiting castles. It's kind of my thing. I love the history of them. I love knowing about them, like why they were erected in the first place, who lives there now, what are they using it as, is there secret rooms? Like, I just love them. So, and Italy, hands down, if you want really good food, manja, go to Italy. Oh.
So did Denmark have good food?
Yes, but it's like because of the time of year I was there, everyone was eating very heavy food because you burn calories. Like I lost weight. I ate like a champ, but I lost weight there because it was so cold. Like
you got to keep your warmth, and
your body just burns right through it like amazingly fast. So I the food was good, but it's very heavy. But Italy, it's
oh yeah, the cheese.
Cappuccino and croissant. Go have a cappuccino and croissant in Italy anywhere. Even McDonald's has good ones, but don't go there.
That's what I've heard.
Like any little mom and pop bistro, you will die. You will never want to leave. It's sinful how good it is.
I hear
it's something in the water.
Food there, you can't eat food anywhere else. It's hard.
I don't know. If you go to Nigeria to eat the food, it's very, very pepperish. Like,
I like pepper.
Berry. No, honey, no. I eat hot stuff all through America. It's not the same. It's a level, like if you're, you know that show Hot Ones? It's somewhere between the bomb and number 10.
Oh, I've had the bomb too. That bomb is, that bomb hot sauce. Oh my God. It's just,
I don't know if I can handle it.
Just a big bottle of Go.
I break out in hives from it because it's so spicy. Like instantly everything turns red and I get these big red blotches. So like they feel bad when they give me too much pepper because like you could see you've given me too much pepper and they get all frantic. Oh my God, I broke the weeaboo. That's what they call me. It's like saying, hey, white lady. Like,
they call you the what?
The what? The weeble?
So that one was time?
Oh, yeeboo.
Oh,
yeeboo.
It's like saying the hey white lady, but like to them it's like, oh, I broke her, you know, or if they're close to me, they call me wife. Like when you marry in, you marry in. You are a wife. You're their wife. They'll take care of you too because you're wife. It's a beautiful, beautiful culture.
Wow, that's cool.
If you're interested, by the way, not just you guys, but anybody watching, if you're interested on my next trip out, we're hitting Nigeria, Ghana, and Sierra Leone. And if you want to own property there, I will scout it for you. We will develop it. Even maybe if you just want to put a little kiosk, those are only like $150, $200 to hook it up properly. And then you're healthy.
Oh my God, I have to talk to you because of my career that I do.
Okay.
My other career.
What do you do?
Talk to you about something.
Okay.
On the side, okay?
Oh, on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I got you. Okay, so I'm a light worker and a healer too. So I teach it.
Well, they have tons of shamans there.
Cool.
There's tons and tons of shaman there, like real life ones. Some of them are a little scary. Some of them are transcendent.
Well, I would love to go learn from a shaman because I've learned from shamans in other countries and other cultures. So that would be really cool.
# get your passport.
There you go. I've always wanted to get a passport. I've never been outside of the country.
Well, as we kind of wrap up this live feed here,
we'll
are you going to
about it?
Another Oba record song on the way out?
Yes. And we have been on for about an hour.
Right.
So as long as you want. How about which you choose? Feel My Pains, I'll Survive. Which one?
Let's do I'll Survive because that's off the latest EP and it's a beautiful message. Like no matter how hard it gets, you're gonna make it, baby. You're gonna hold on.
All right.
There we go.
I'm excited.
All right, here it is.
All right.
Adi Oba, I'll Survive.
I will totally kidnap you. Get your passport.
Can you hear it?
not at all.
Well, it's there, and I've tried to have it all. 4 o'clock, but my eyes still wide awake. Cause I'm hurting for so many hours sacrificed.
Doozy and Sunny.
And I know say I've been playing for my brother. I've been bleeding all my life. Brother, I'm paused. And I know say I go strive. So many things I want.
That's the
Afro
Afro-Wave hitting him.
So many things I'm front. And I know say I'm still young. I have tried to carve.
I love it.
All your pain on my plans. Guess I am wrong.
I just heard
You think I can do it all? Cause I'm only human. See we are blind. See we are blind. I don't know say I'll survive in middle crisis. All I know say I'll survive in this rise of life. All I know say I'll survive. Watch me go for me. See me watching me survive. Yeah. And I know say I'll survive. And I know say I'll survive. You said I be the wrong guy, but you the dagger to my heart. Many nights I play for you, struggle to balance for you. No day journey from you. We play with my money. Don't forget you're ready. You called me brother, call me comfort. Say we got cause me time up. Took some vodka, cool on you. All the shades I gave to you. See we are blind. I don't know say I'll survive in middle crisis. All I know say I'll survive in this rise of life. All I know say I'll survive. Watch me go for me.
Brother Oba, let's
See
go.
me watching me survive. Yeah. And I know say I'll survive. And I know say I'll survive.
That's his name, Oba's name.
See we are. And I know say I'll survive.
I think he's trying to tag him.
So before we finally leave, I would love for you to shout out as many names, as many links. Shout yourself out. Shout everybody out that is in your. You're not in a bubble. In your big giant
Your atmosphere.
atmosphere.
There
Yes.
we go.
Woo! See, we think of like we are stars.
I feel like we shout people out every single day on the show. So like the main one really is Third Eye Music, Sick Lake Music, Zoetic Productions.
Zoetic.
Did I not say it right?
It's Zoetic.
Zoetic.
Zoetic. Excuse me.
But we are kind of a zoo, so I can understand.
It's an animal house for sure.
Yeah.
Zoetic Productions, pardon me. And really just
Zoetic.
all my family and friends, if they're out there, they know how much I appreciate them. And like every artist that comes into contact with the platform, thank you to all of them too. About to stop it.
Thank you, each and every one of you.
Maximum love and blessings. Great show. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for a great interview. I had a great time.
We had a great time with you as well. Thank you for getting on. I just wanted to thank you, Christina White, for getting on with us. I want to thank Third Eye, Dead Till Night, and everybody who commented tonight. It was great to meet
Thank
you on
you.
the comments. Share this, like this. Just let us know how much you love it. And
Don't forget to come to Cuppa Time.
watch Cuppa Time. And with Zoetic, word Zoetic means pertaining to real life and realness. So with these interviews, we really are genuinely asking organic and fresh questions. It's sincere, and we love getting to know our guests. And just before we go, I'm just going to play a little commercial for the radio.
Hey, if we ever come out there to Nigeria, I want to check out Marie's Bamboo Lounge.
I'll flex for free, baby.
I want to see if I can throw down with the cooks back there.
Oh.
Yeah, you could learn from some cooks. I could learn
Uh.
from some shamans.
We'll have good chop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy you a trophy.
Here's just a little commercial real quick.
You are listening to ZPR
Internet radio.
Zoetic Productions presents all the underground from the 801 and all over, baby.
Yeah, you know it, dog.
And this is Mad Doozy.
And the Rabbit Canine.
And we just want to say, fuck y'all, we love you.
Email zoeticpromotion17@gmail.com if you'd like to submit your music on our radio.
You heard?
Watching, you can submit music on my radio for the underground radio if you'd like.
Make
So-
sure you work Adioba music up into that.
Make sure
Oh
you
yeah, absolutely. Oba Music, Oba, anybody of the
Mhm.
ORP record label or Oba Records Productions. If you got any music you want to send us our way, send them our way. We'll play
The
them on the
music-
ZPR radio.
that you sent me, is it okay if I put it on the radio tonight?
Absolutely, all of it.
Ah, thank you so much. That's so dope. I love it. And thank you.
Please send me that. Please send the Sunset to Ibadan song.
Okay.
I really
Yes,
like
it was
a copy
beautiful.
of that
We were
over.
bumping it earlier.
I will definitely send you a copy.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
we'll play it all over the ZPR radio.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you and have an amazing night.
Howla!
Everyone, bye.
Howla, howla, howla. Bye.
You need the dollars? You want to holler at the dollars?
Howla for them dollars at 801 $sign lowercase PAC number 3 capital D lowercase O double G Z,
Don't forget the D and I ain't playing.
and we get that money.
You want that
Holla
cash?
at your dogs.
You want the stash? Come on at us. Space Dogs, Space Dogs wanted at large. Call the Galactic Authorities 1-800
Hit a dick.
EATDICK.